Hi, I'm Sophie, and today I'm going to share with you a little bit about the book Elatsoe by Darcy Little Badger. What if fairies, ghosts, and monsters were real? Is there a way that humans could peacefully coexist with these supernatural creatures? In this spooky middle grade story, we follow Elatsoe, better known as Ellie, as she investigates the mysterious death of her cousin. Ellie wants to go to college and study paranormal investigation. As a Lipan Apache, Ellie's native heritage means she was brought up to understand the many beings this world contains, and she inherited the unique skill of being able to raise the spirits of dead animals from her sixth great-grandmother. I'm excited to share with you the first few pages of this award-winning book. Ellie bought the life-size plastic skull at a garage sale. The goth neighbors were moving to Salem, and they could not fit an entire Halloween warehouse into their black van. After bringing the purchase home, she dug through her box of craft supplies and glued a pair of googly eyes into its shallow eye sockets. "I got you a new friend, Kirby," Ellie said. "Here, boy, come on." Kirby fetched tennis balls and puppy toys. Sure, anything looked astonishing when it zipped across the room into the mouth of an invisible dog, but a floating, googly skull would be extra special. Unfortunately, the skull terrified Kirby. He wouldn't get near it, much less touch it. Maybe it was possessed by a demonic vacuum cleaner. More likely, the skull just smelled weird. Judging by the soy candles and incense sticks at the garage sale, the neighbors enjoyed burning fragrant stuff. "Look, a treat!" Ellie put a cheese cube in the skull's mouth. Although Ghost didn't eat, Kirby enjoyed sniffing his old favorites: chicken kibble, peanut butter, and cheddar. He'd been her best friend for 17 years, 12 alive and 5 dead. And Ellie was confident that if food couldn't persuade him to be brave, nothing would. "Yum, yum," she said. "Smells cheesy. Skull friend won't hurt you." Kirby, and a fine example of the English Springer Spaniel breed, hid under the bed. "Fine," Ellie said. "We have all summer." She'd spent $5 on a gag that would not be abandoned after just one wasted cheese cube. Kirby had progressed a lot since his death. Ellie still wasn't allowed to bring him on school property, but since the 6th grade howl incident, Kirby hadn't caused any trouble, and his cache of tricks had doubled. There were the mundane ones: sit, stay, heal, play dead, literally, wink, wink, and track sense. Moreover, the door had been opened to a bunch of marvelous supernatural powers. He just had to learn them without causing too much incidental chaos. Ellie ate the cheese and chucked a squeaky yellow bear plush across the room. It stopped mid-arc, suspended 2 feet above the gray carpet. The air around Bear Buddy shimmered, and his head squished twice. Squeak, squeak. "Good boy," Ellie said. Maybe, for Kirby's peace of mind, the skull should make a funny sound. A rattle? A wee scream? Bear Buddy flopped out of Kirby's mouth and landed on the hardwood floor with a pathetic half squeak. Strange. Usually, he returned the toys to Ellie. Kirby wasn't the kind of dog who treated fetch like a game of keep away. "Bring me Bear Buddy," Ellie said. "Bring it." In response, Kirby turned fully visible, as if somebody had flipped a switch from shimmery transparent to opaque. "You okay?" Ellie asked. It took effort for the dead to be seen. He rarely became visible without her clear command to appear. "What is it? Are you still scared?" "Does this help?" She covered the skull with an old sweater. Instead of relaxing, Kirby tucked his tail and darted from the bedroom. "Hey!" Ellie ran into the hall, but he wasn't there. "Kirby," she called. "Here, boy." He popped through the stucco wall, whining. Paranormal vibrations hummed through her bones. She felt like a tuning fork, one resonating with worry. He was anxious, terribly anxious. Why? The skull? No, he couldn't see that ridiculous thing anymore. When Ellie's grandfather had a heart attack, Kirby threw a fit, as if he could sense Grandpa's pain. Maybe, to ghost dogs, emotions resembled radio signals, and the signals were strong when they belonged to a loved one. Could someone be in pain? Somebody Kirby knew? Ellie's parents were at the movies with their phones turned off, sitting in that dark theater, enjoying a rare but treasured date night. Would it also be their last? I hope you enjoyed hearing a little bit of Elatsoe by Darcy Little Badger. This is a really great spooky read if you're into suspense and horror and perfect for this time of year. Thanks for listening.